the local players on display here doing their thing and just gonna have a grand old time.
Yeah, SolarBeam also a long-standing member within the sort of Tri-State Rivals 2 community, taking on the mantle as sort of like the leader of the general scene as far as running events, making sure the weeklies are all going well. And again, like you mentioned with the Fusion Major, which we talked earlier, and Polo, I believe, won the Fusion Major. If I
Fusion Major X2, yes, correct.
Yeah.
B-Bats ended up DQing, and Handpolo took the whole thing. That is,
again, that is like the level of player that SolarBeam surrounds himself with.
That learns from every week and takes career form. Luna's the exact same thing. Both these players like hailing from the and again, like shout out to obviously Collision for running that.
Oh
event.
yeah, of course.
We're here finally at the premiere event. Game number 1, we're opting for Jules Veil. Now, let's say, I personally, as a Loxodont player, I despise this matchup because Maypul has a lot of good options, considering her quick grounded game to threaten Loxodont shield, to utilize the seed to get the marks on to pressure him off stage. The best thing Loxodont can do, especially on the stage like Jules Veil, utilize those big aerials like the up air, like the nair out of shield, and those forward airs to cover the space before Maypul can occupy it. And then hold that advantage state like it's no tomorrow.
Ooh, we saw the great punish there on the tether recovery. Fantastic down strong to just pop up, cover all those options, and like they're just there, right into the back air, cleans up the first stock. I mean, if anyone's like a good Loxodont to take notes on, and good fundamentals, good punish game, stuff like that, you've got SolarBeam right there.
Absolutely, man.
Oh, great recovery too. Just said, you know, I'm just gonna skip it. I can get more charges than another player.
They go to the down strong air, the double wrap, goes to the double forward air because a character like Loxodont cannot get out of that because of the Lunar. But SolarBeam again, immediately off that Angel platform, getting back in there, recognize, coming off that respawn, like you gotta use that invincibility and chase down a character like Maypul before she can actually oppress you again. Even with that mark there, SolarBeam still turning up, covering the platform very well. And Lunar, of course, trying to take advantage off stage with that nair into the forward air. Getting every single time Lunar gets a hit, finds so much damage.
Lunar's making great use of one thing that Maypul really does have in spades is great speed. In the air, on the ground, Maypul is always able to run in and cause so much damage. But SolarBeam in the same turn is taking great use of Loxodon's amazingly disjointed hitboxes, as well as just good damage output to just absolutely put on the pressure. Again, lapping in percent almost right now, but it's in the corner. Maypul is terrifying.
Absolutely. But SolarBeam recognizing that and running to the corner and putting his both feet down first with that down air. The 2-stock coming out in game number 1, and the Flame Emperor is looking as poignant as ever.
SolarBeam does stand on business, and apparently in this case,
quite literally.
Yeah, quite literally in this case. And it looks like we might be going. Are they going to Rockwall for game 2? No, we're actually going to a much larger stage, which usually benefits heavies in some contexts. Fire Capital for game number 2. I guess Lunar might want more space to run around, more platforms to really work with, not one that moves constantly left and right, disappears, sort of like a pseudo invisible platform.
Yeah, I definitely agree with the pick here, considering that Maypul benefits a lot from having more space to continue her platform combos, to avoid the onslaught that, again, SolarBeam puts out, the hyper-aggression of these quick, these big Loxodont hitboxes, and when you have time to reset, you get away from Loxodon's very much condescending pressure time and time again. You're already up to 112%. You're looking to find the opening finally, but it's like you don't have time to set up here again because Soul is chasing you down every single time. My goodness.
You know, for a character that feels, for a heavy as like Loxodont, SolarBeam makes his character look like they can just always chase you wherever you want to go. Almost swindle that stock at 11 just because Lunar may have almost committed going too deep. But this is the scary thing. When Lox has a lead and you're forced to approach, SolarBeam dictating the pace of the game is honestly terrifying. I do not like when a Lox is able to dictate what they want me to do in neutral.
Chris coming out looking to extend more of these combos. So looking to get back on the stage here. Lunar doing a fantastic job holding the ledge, playing to your win conditions in the matchup accordingly, playing around with that mark as well. Not going to get over aggressive dash back from the corner. Sold the reverse it of that backer, setting up that beach ball again, but not going to challenge it. Lunar picking his battles, finding the hits that make sense, opting for that parry, but just going for the offstage conversion instead. We close it out here soon, setting up Lily at stage. Not going to find the parry there just yet. Instead of Soul going to find his own parry, realizing the invincibility frames and find that back air. SolarBeam has. You can tell how much often he's played this matchup because he's playing phenomenally right now.
Absolutely is. And one thing I do want to note is, while that stock was taken, I do love how well SolarBeam has been playing outside of the side B burst range, dashing in just for a hair's moment before dashing right back out and baiting it and punishing it every single time. Down air, what are we gonna see? Strong into forward air. Oh, almost got the molten charge into the down air. Another forward air, just pushing his way back on stage. Brute force, you might even say.
Avoid that nair again, but going to catch that up throw into the back air. Not going to take it just yet. So I'm sitting up here, using that ledge to catch the beach ball, use that ledge, from the dash attack to the forward air, utilizing that offset game with Maypul very well. The high air recovery, going to get some extra damage. I got to catch the get up attack. Again, fading back, catching that drift in from Lunar, catching the over aggression, goes off there, not going to use the interruption, getting called out there, and with no charges, great punish there from Lunar, bringing this last stock scenario, but a 136, literally any lingering hit from Loxodont could do it. As I say it, you find the one that cuts straight through and finds game number 2 in a clean fashion.
I feel like that's in your case, as you said you're a fellow Loxodont player, I feel like that's a commentator's blessing in this case. Just immediate. The moment you're like any stray hit, boom, back here, right out the gate.
We are mentally connected right now. This is
Loxodont's all
we're on an
shared.
ethereal form of coaching right now. Where I am connected with.
Are you
SolarBeam's
mentally
mind.
giving him hints, like advice?
All right, so now you got to pick Fire Capital again.
Oh
Boom,
no! Game 3, Fire Capital again. Again, the game didn't go bad. Like for all intents and purposes, Lunar did a fantastic job at covering the edge guards. It's just that, again, Loxodon's punish game, when he gets in on you, it is dangerously terrifying how much damage this boy can do.
Absolutely. Now, okay. So I definitely, the biggest thing that Lunar's really struggling with is that SolarBeam is occupying the space right outside of Maypul's burst range. We go for a dash attack in, we go for a short hop downer to cancel that as Loxodont. So trying to go for something like that nair again, you're shielding it right there, we're going for a fade back aerial. Every single time, you're giving Loxodont, literally feeding him in a silver platter, the punish game. In reality, on a big stage like this, you need to play to the big stage, play a lot more of that keep away game and force this Loxodont to overextend and approach you, because right now you're literally running back into him and giving him the advantage for free.
Also, on a note, I do see Lunar hasn't been like crossing up the nairs too much either. Like if you cross up the nair at the very least, he can't get grabbed as a punish right away. So you have more chances to mix up dash away, or even just do a pivot, like press another button, maybe like reverse F tilt.
Oh my goodness.
But again, like right here, SolarBeam does not let you go once you get grabbed or once you get hit. He is on top of you.
That's true. Not catching you. Second place there with the
catch
nair
the
on that
jump,
platform.
that's big.
There you go. No jump there down low. Going to cover the ledge perfectly. And there you go. You see what happened there? Soul overextended and Lunar punished accordingly with the Maypul options. That's how you play this matchup. You make you think, oh, you're going to run him down because he's a quick character. In reality, because you're so quick, you can play the keep away game for so long and then find your punishes just like that.
100%. I absolutely agree. And in cases like this, we are Side B gonna get punished by the back throw, but again, we're seeing like these overextensions, but we're seeing when Lunar overcommits, SolarBeam is already facing the direction for the overextension and punishes again accordingly. But here we go, gets a grab, big potential punish, a little early on the nair, but still doesn't get too much damage for it. Oh boy, grab city. Yep, up air, re-grab, forward air. What? Oh, good roll in.
So big pressure again coming out from the double up airs. Trying to find some more damage here, again, pressuring that shield, crossing up shield with the nair, like you mentioned earlier. Finally going to find that. Good stuff there. But max eruption charges, you got to be careful because one foul hit from this Loxodont could spell the end of this game. You got to be careful if you're Lunar, especially. And therefore, they're reconsidering their approach. They're playing out of there, bringing out eruption there. You don't have to worry about that anymore. But Loxodon's got to get the ledge once more. And one mistake in this position could be it. Again, missing the cross up with the nair that time, and they get punished accordingly. The beach ball pickup into the back air, and that's why they call him the Meatball Merchant as SolarBeam pulls it out 3-0 fashion. And honestly, making me eat my words in this matchup. Playing phenomenally.
Absolutely. I mean, that is one of Tri-State's like strongest players as well.
That's a strong player right there.
Yeah,
you're strong.
Yes,
no bias.
No bias.
No bias.
Lunar did play fantastically, started adapting there further and further.